Okay, so I am somewhere in the middle of Kansas. I actually have no idea. I think I'm south of Andover, north of Rose Hill, apparently. And I just finished driving Thunder Road for the first time. And I'm going to turn around and film myself driving it back the other way once I find a good spot to turn around. This seems as good as any. There's a car behind me. Sorry. So this is, if you ask someone in Wichita, what's the most interesting driving road around here? If they've been here long enough, they'll probably mention Thunder Road. I've been here about 3 years, and I've heard it mentioned multiple times. So I decided to go and check it out. We're about 4 miles or so west of said Thunder Road. That is a really ugly Mustang. And so part of the reason why I'm recording this starting here is so I can illustrate what a typical road in this area is really like. And actually, to be honest, this isn't even typical because this road has elevation. Most roads around here are totally flat, although we're far enough east of Wichita. We're about 12 to 15 miles, and more like 10 to 12 miles east of Wichita proper right now. So we're into a little bit of the Flint Hills, I think, like the foothills of the Flint Hills, which means nothing of a Boxster. No, that's a 911. No, that's a Boxster. So the Flint Hills are sort of the hilly area in East Kansas. They're actually really pretty and big rolling hills. So Kansas isn't totally flat, but Wichita is in the flat. So this is semi-typical Wichita, pretty much straight road. So I'm going to shut up and drive, and I will make a note on this video if you want to skip the boring bits and get to the slightly less boring bits, how long it'll take. It'll probably be another, I don't know, 5 minutes from here, so keep your eyes open. got stuck with the train on these tracks earlier, and so that was actually kind of cool because the road follows along the train track. So I was riding alongside the train for a bit, and I got stuck behind it, and then came up to this track after driving the road, and it was there again, but it was finishing up. So I'll be uploading that video too. I'm not really sure what officially starts Thunder Road. I think it might be one of these cross streets up here, but basically it's about this area. I think I see the first curve up there, but I could be wrong. Slightly to the left, so here's Thunder Road. Don't try that at home, kids. Of course, it doesn't really matter. This is the end of the road, I believe. This is Augusta, so that was pretty much Thunder Road. The famous or infamous, if you're from Wichita, Thunder Road, which is widely considered to be one of the most interesting roads within a 150-ish mile radius of Wichita. Kinda depressing. It does end in kind of a neat little town though, I will give it that much. I'll leave the camera on going through here, and then begin the 25-mile drive back home.